Hi kids, so in this video we are going to solve sums from exercise 16.4 ML Agarwal, class 9 surface area and volume of solids. We have already done till sum number 25. You can click on the I button and get the link. Let us see 26 part A. The figure shows a solid of uniform cross section. Find the volume of the solid. All measurement are in centimeter, whatever you can see, and all angles are right angle. Since the solid is of uniform cross section area, what I'll do, I'll find this cross section area. Now look over here carefully. Cross section area. Suppose this is A1, A2. So cross section area of this figure will be A1 plus A2. Now A1, see, this is 6 centimeter they've given, and this is 2 centimeter. Okay. A2, this is 4 and this is 2. They both are rectangle. Okay, these two figures. Okay, so this is 4 length and the breadth is 2. So that's 12 plus 8, that's 20 centimeters square. Once you got the area of cross section, then the volume of a solid having uniform cross section area is area of cross section multiplied by length or breadth or height. Over here, see, the length is 4. So area of cross section is 20 multiplied by 4. That's 80 centimeter cube. Very simple. Am I clear? The other way you can convert this entire figure into two cuboids. Look, 6, 2 and 4, the dimension of the first cuboid, and the second cuboid it will be 4, 4 and 2. You can do like that also. Find the volume of both the cuboid and add it. Otherwise, this is the best way to do this sum. Done. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at 26 part B. The figure shows the cross section of a concrete wall to be constructed. It is 2 meter wide at the top, 3.5 meter wide at the bottom, and its height is 6 meter, you can see, and its length is 400 meters. So this length is 400 meter, they've told. Okay. Calculate the cross section area and the volume. Pretty easy. If you look at the cross section area, which is this part, it's a trapezium. Okay, these two sides are parallel, and that's a perpendicular distance between the two parallel sides. So area of cross section, which is a trapezium, will be half into sum of parallel sides into perpendicular distance between them. So if you look carefully, it's half multiplied by 2 plus 3.5 multiplied by 6 to 3 times, that's 5.5 multiplied by 3, that's 16.5 meters square. Done. Now the volume. Volume, you know, for a solid figure having cross section area, uniform cross section area, volume is given by area, cross section area into the length, which is 16.5 multiplied by 400. This is 165 into 40. That's 6600 meter cube. Very simple. So whenever the solid has a uniform cross section area, find the cross section area and then just multiplied by the length, you get the volume. Clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at 26 part C. The figure shows the cross section of a swimming pool, 10 meter broad, 2 meter deep at one end, 3 meter deep at the other end. Calculate the volume of water it will hold when full, given the length is 40 meter. First, find the area of cross section. So area of cross section, we just did a sum like this, you know, trapezium. It's a trapezium only. So that's half into sum of parallel sides multiplied by perpendicular distance between the parallel sides. Now look carefully, look at the diagram. That's 2 plus 3 multiplied by 40. So that's 2 plus 3, 5. That's 100 meters square. That's the area of the cross section. Then volume will be, in this case, area of cross section into the breadth, 10 meter broad. It can be area into length. Okay. So, or height also. So area of cross section is 100 and the breadth, you know, that's 10 meter. So that's 1000 meter cube, and that's the volume of water which should be there in the swimming pool. Done. Just calculate the area of the cross section and then multiply with the breadth. That's 10 meter in this case. Done. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 27. A swimming pool is 15 meter long and 15 meter wide. Its shallow and deep ends are 1.5 meter and 4.5 meter deep respectively. If the bottom of the pool slopes uniformly, find the amount of water required to fill the pool. See, I'll just draw the diagram. Similar to the previous one. This, okay, this is 1.5 meter. This is 4.5 meter. Okay, a swimming pool is 50 meter long and 15 meter wide. Am I clear? Its shallow and deep end is given like this. Okay, find the amount of water required to fill the pool. Now, they've given it the bottom of the pool slopes uniformly. We'll first find the area of cross section. Area of cross section is again half into sum of parallel sides. We just did it into perpendicular distance between them. You can see the diagram. So that's 25 times. So 6 into 25. That's 6 5 so 30. 150 meters square. That's the area of cross section. So volume will be area of cross section into the breadth, which is 15. Wide, how much wide it is? 15 meter. So that's 150 multiplied by 15. That's 2250 meter cube. So that's the volume of the water required to fill the pool. Very easy. Clear? So I think this was the last sum for this exercise. So in this video, keep it till here. In the next video, we look at another chapter. Till then, take care.